can you do that for me? Like, could you read my energy now?
I can certainly read your energy.
Oh, I'm scared.
Just see something. I'm going to start with cards, and I'm going to tell you why. I don't always have a filter, and we're recording.
Hey, you say whatever you need to say. You can curse. You can do whatever. I mean, if you say I'm a serial killer, I'm probably not going to publish this.
Yeah, no serial killer at all. I mean, the first things that I will say to you, people are going to be like, oh, well, that's easy to tell because of who she is and whatnot. But you're very success oriented, right? And I would even say a bit of a perfectionist. Like, things need to be a very certain way. And if it's not, it can throw you off. I mean, you're really good at adapting and coming back and fixing it, but it can definitely throw you off. And if too many things are out of whack for too long, it how can I say it? Like, it'll knock you on your butt. Like, you'll lose your confidence.
Yeah, I think that's definitely true.
Okay. So we're totally tapped into your energy. So let's actually, I'm going to throwing down cards because I want to see, like, what information I could give you right now that would help you to create a miracle in some area in your life.
Well, I think my focus in my life right now is really figuring out my path in terms of being creative and with work, because I own a law firm, but I have this podcast that I'm very passionate about, and I really am not quite sure where this leads, but I would love to be able to do this for a living. And
see, I'm sorry, I'm going to start talking over you just because I'm hearing things already. And like, the one thing that I hear is that you are best served as more of a serialpreneur. Like, you have one of these super active minds that if you stick with only one path, you're just going to be like, because you're really good at getting good at things, at becoming an expert at things. Now, you might not always recognize it, but I would bet that the people around you would tell you that. Okay. So in terms of, like, the law firm it's great, but you've kind of, now it's not as much of a challenge anymore as it used to be, and so it starts to get boring. So the podcast is fun right now, and you love it because you get to meet different people, you get to ask different kind of questions. In law, there's a bit of a routine, and you have to be in a particular box, right, in order to do what you're doing. So there's that. And the podcasting becomes fun because you can express more of your creative side. I mean, just look at your table in the background, with all those colors and everything. It's like, oh yeah, she's totally creative, right? So that's really fun for you. But the thing is, you're not going to have fun if the money's not there, right?
Yeah.
You're just, so that's something to keep in mind. And you're not going to have fun if things don't move too fast. So, like, and it's so funny because I didn't even really look at the cards, but the first 3 cards that I threw down, the first one talks about money, the second one talks about moving fast, and the third one talks about, that consistency, that need for change. It's just all right there. But that other piece is, no matter what you move into, and I do feel as though, yes, this is going to have some level of success, and I do like see and feel you having several other, we'll call it businesses, like outlets, I want to say, and And they're all going to pay off because you have the type of personality and the type of energy that demands the payoff. You won't accept anything less. And that's not to turn around and make you sound like, oh my God, she's money hungry and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, it's just part of the fun.
Yeah. No, I totally get that. That makes a lot of sense.
But the other piece of this is a lot of what you do needs to happen in a way where you get your time, your alone time. Because if you don't get that alone time, you're not a happy person.
Yeah. I always say I'm an introvert and everybody laughs at me.
Well, so you're an extroverted introvert. Like you can, so an introvert, I'm the same way, right? You know, like, and most people like, no way, because as you can see, I can talk, right? But I too, I need my time. I need my alone, I call it cave time,
Yeah.
right? And that's where the ideas come in. That's where you get to dream. That's where you get to relax. That's it. It's actually its own form of energy healing because everything comes into balance, right? But bottom line is like everything that I'm looking at and seeing, like good times are definitely on the way. The current path that you're on, your current mindset, your dreams, wishes, and desires, even though you're not conscious of them yet, right? And you're not conscious of them yet because you haven't picked and chosen what other ones you want to bring into your reality right now. And that's okay. But with all of that, what I see is public recognition. I see the money, I see the happy times, and I see the ability to do good work for other people, even on pro bono basis and things like that, because you're going to be financially secure.
Awesome. That sounds wonderful.